Hello, welcome to SPMG 4686 Internship Orientation. I am Dr. Markeisha Henderson and I am the instructor for this course. It is my job to make sure you understand and fulfill all the requirements for the course and to support you in your professional development. I'm going to walk you through everything you need to know to successfully complete the internship requirement. You should also review the syllabus and the internship manual thoroughly. I have placed those on CourseDen for your review. Let's begin. This is me. I actually cropped my husband out of the photo. This is one of our family photos. But nonetheless, this is me. Hopefully, you've had the opportunity to meet me in person. I requested that each of you would meet with me one-on-one just so that I could get to know you a little better. I'm a new faculty member here, and it's really important to me to make sure that I transition into this role without it being an inconvenience to you. So thank you for those of you that have met with me already, and I'm looking forward to meeting those this week that I have not yet met. My office number is below along with my email address. I also include my fax number. You can feel free to send any required forms to the departmental fax, send them to me via email, or send them to me postal mail. If you do decide to send anything via postal mail, just be sure that you get a tracking number so that we can make sure that it was postmarked on the due date and that it didn't get lost. So here's a checklist. I also put this checklist on CourseDen just to make sure that you have everything that you need to begin your internship. First, I need the internship approval form. Dr. Hatfield probably signed that for you. The internship approval form lets me know that the internship that you have selected is in accordance with the SPMG policies and meets the requirements of a site. Second is the agency acceptance form. That means that the agency has agreed to support you as an intern and will meet the requirements, including completing evaluations, signing your timesheets, and make sure that the duties that you are assigned are aligned with an internship experience, not just grabbing coffee and making copies. You've already met with me or are going to meet with me, so once you've done that, you can check that off of your list. And currently, you're viewing the orientation video, so at the conclusion of this video, you can check that off your list. Make sure you review the SPMG 4686 Internship Manual. You probably received that during your pre-internship seminar, but I've also placed it on CourseDen as well for you to review. You should also read the syllabus that I've placed on CourseDen that has all of this information just to make sure that you understand and know the requirements. I'm going to ask you to submit the syllabus statement form that is included with the syllabus and also listed on CourseDen, just to be sure that you understand what the requirements are for the internship and how you can receive your course credit for this internship. After that, it's time to go to work. One of the first things you'll do on your internship is to meet with your supervisor during the first week to discuss internship objectives. This is an opportunity for you to review the job description, understand what your supervisor expects from you, but it's also an opportunity to inform your supervisor of what you expect from the experience. This is a great opportunity to ask to do a special project, ask to spend a day shadowing someone in another department, or any other thing that you think may enhance your experience that you might want to get your hands on before the end of the internship. It's a good way for you to also set some expectations in terms of your schedule, the dress code, and other important workplace things. You may also, if you have any conflicts with your schedule, want to iron those out. It's always best to do that ahead of time than to wait until the last minute. For example, what is going to be the work schedule for Thanksgiving? What's going to be the work schedule for Labor Day? You might want to ask these questions now, especially if you have plans to travel. So just to make sure that you don't have to have a difficult conversation when those instances arise. This form is due to me via email, fax, or postal mail by August 30th. So what I'll ask you to do is to submit a weekly summary of your experience. I think you were probably initially told daily journal articles, but really I just need them weekly. If you could summarize by Monday evening every week the weekly activities that you were engaged in. This shouldn't just be a report of I did this task, I did that task. But in addition to the task, give me some idea of what you're learning, what you like, what you didn't like. These will help you a little later on, and I'll tell you more about that when we get to the point. But it's also a way for us to communicate. If I know what's going on, if I know how you're feeling, and if I know what your experiences are from a more narrative standpoint, I'm going to do my best to provide you with feedback every day. Sometimes the feedback will be very minimal, but I may have some words of encouragement, some advice, some tips, or maybe some challenges for you to consider. So we will communicate weekly via your journal entries. You'll post them on CourseDen, and I'll provide you feedback. The evaluations will be done twice throughout the semester, one at the midterm on October 18th, and the other at the end of the semester on December 13th. You will sit down with your supervisor. He or she will evaluate your performance and will provide you with an opportunity to review the feedback. You will send that feedback to me via email, fax, or postal mail. Although it is your supervisor's responsibility to fill it out and sign it, it is your responsibility to make sure that it's turned in at the deadline. The form must be signed by you and the supervisor. Now, there may be an opportunity for you to write a response if you feel that you are unfairly evaluated. Because your grade for this internship experience is very much linked to your evaluations, I'll provide you with an opportunity, if there's something on your evaluation that you disagree with, to write a response to let me know that you feel that you may not have been evaluated accurately. I'll take your response into your grade determination. Timesheets are also due at the midterm at the same time of your evaluations. You must log a total of 550 hours for the entire semester. The hours start counting on August 26th, so unless you have pre-approval from me, you have to make sure that any hours that you plan to count towards your 550 will begin on Monday the 26th. Hours before then that are logged may not be counted. You can either use an agency supplied timesheet if you're required to keep track of your time with them, or I put timesheet templates on CourseDen for you to download and keep track of your time. You can send those to me weekly if you choose, but in essence, I really don't need them till midterm and final. So if you want to just collect them and send them to me twice throughout the semester, that's fine. Or for accountability purposes, if you just want to go ahead and send them to me weekly, you're welcome to do that as well. At the end of the semester, you'll write a 2 to 3 page paper summarizing your experience. If you kept up with your journal entries, that shouldn't be too tough to do. It's basically the 3 things that I want you to put in this paper. Is what was your experience? What did you do? How did you like it? What did you feel this experience contributed to your professional development? How do you feel about your site and your supervisor? If I get a lot of people saying that they did not particularly care for the site or didn't learn anything, or their supervisor didn't give them much to do, I'll probably steer away from using that site in the future for other students. And also, I want to know what's next for you. What do you plan to do? How do you plan to use this experience to move into the professional realm? We'll get together at the end of the semester to discuss your papers, to give you an opportunity to network and to share your thoughts with other students who went through similar internship experiences. We will determine this date later in the semester because everybody's on different work schedules. I'll put a poll up on CourseDen for us to select a date, and we'll meet for about an hour to share experiences, to kind of debrief at the end of the semester, and give you an opportunity to interact with your fellow classmates. At that final meeting, I would like for you to bring a hard copy of a thank you letter. First, you should submit it on CourseDen. I can provide you with some feedback and maybe do some proofreading for you. And then when you bring the hard copy to that final session, make sure that you bring it in a stamped, addressed envelope to the agency, and I'll take care of mailing it for you. This concludes the internship orientation. Everything that I covered in this presentation is available on your syllabus, on CourseDen, in any of the documents, in your sport management internship manual. If you need help, press the help button. Not this one here. If you press on your screen right now, it won't do anything. But if you have questions or issues, give me a call, send me an email. Don't hesitate to ask for support. That's what I'm here for. So with that being said, I'm going to turn you loose out into the world for hopefully what will be a positive internship experience for you. Good luck this semester, and we'll be in touch.